if I'm CJ too, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack with Gilbert guarding him. Put the pressure. And I like that pick and roll scenario right there with Powell, but not able to compete. But there he is.
Yep.
CJ Watson inside.
CJ Watson lays it in. Arenas surveying, looks off the glass, too strong. Here's Steven Jackson. Jackson. And he uses it off the glass, bounce it in. 4-point lead for the Killer Threes.
Actually, really good defense that time by Perry Jones, but how about the ability for Jack to maintain his pivot and his balance and knock in that shot.
Craig Smith lost it on the spin. C.J. Watson. Put your hands together for C.J. Watson. He knocks down the three.
But this is the kind of start, Charles Oakley, you want. Defensively, you're locked in right now. Offensively, you're getting contributions across the board. Off to a great start.
Perry Jones spins, knocks down the jumper for the first two for the enemy. 7-2 your score. This enemy squad down 5. Arenas drives the baseline.
I think it's so important. And again, the key to this game, or the season for the Killer Threes, has been their backcourt play between the two obsessions in Watson.
Here's CJ. Down the lane. 9-4. I was in the hotel gym at 8 this morning. Steven Jackson right there, working out. Said this one's too big. Getting his body ready. Arenas missed the three. Here's Jackson. Pull up. Yes. Quick start for the Killer Threes. Up 7 here, 11-4.
And you see the energy is a lot different too with this Killer Threes team compared to the enemies. And when you're kind of scrapping and fighting, as the enemies are, you have to be able to match the energy of your opponent, and right now they're not doing it.
Arenas powers his way to the hoop. 5-point lead for the Killer Threes. Jackson, the drive, yes! Steven Jackson. The Killer Threes know with a victory, they're in the playoff. Royce White has checked in for the enemies. He's got the ball now. Inside, and the layup is good by Frank Robinson.
Nice little cut back door that time. Royce White able to get inside the lane and make a good play.
Josh Powell posting up Robinson.
Tight quarters inside here. Royce White showing some of that playmaking ability inside.
5-point lead here for the Killer Threes. Speaking of three, count that one by Craig's. Again, the three. That's an air ball. Steven Jackson, ball fake, lays it in.
Kind of disjointed a little bit, not on the same page.
There's an air ball and put back by Craig Smith. 2-point lead for the Killer Threes. Green drives. And he's going to go to the line. He'll shoot 1 for 2. At 7 points last week for the Killer Threes. Knocks down 1 for 2.
You know, I was talking to Gary Payton after the game, after their victory. A lot of these teams that are in that bucket still vying for that playoff position. So Royce White misses that shot. When you go back to the season, they can point to 2 or 3 games where they had it in the balance to win it. You see the shot right there by Watson, but
Robinson. 5 points for the Killer Threes, and we go to the half. Air ball. Robinson, the putback. He has an opportunity for a 3-point play. Here's Steven Jackson. They've got a 5-point lead, Killer Threes. Here's his drive. Good block by Perry Jones. And Robinson lays it in.
What are you going to do to pull this victory out for your team, the enemies?
We got to play hard. We got to play smart and get easy buckets. See, like missing little stuff like that, like cost us points.
What do you think of this matchup here? These guys are coming. You know they're demonstrative. The killer threes are not going to stop.
We can't stop either. We got to compete. We got to always compete, and that's what this game is about. It's about competing.
I mean,
is my face red?
Yeah, you're blushing right now.
With 8, Killer 3 shooting 53% in that first half. There's a steal and dunk by Royce White.
No contact that time with Nitty going up for the lob, but Royce White was right there in perfect position to take it away. And in the first half, the enemies, to be honest with you, offensively never established any kind of rhythm. Let's see if that can change in the second half.
Here's Dante Green, lays it in. Lead remains 8. Over 16,000 have come out here to the American Airlines Center as the Hibachi with Arenas knocks down the jumper.
Well, I think that's why it made sense to kind of do this blowout weekend with all the teams. The Dallas community in the last 2 years, a beautiful move by Nitty inside, have come out in large numbers and supported this event, these games. So why not reward these great fans with kind of the blowout with all 6 teams, all 12 teams playing.
Arenas missed the 3. T.I. is going to perform here. All for the 16,000 plus who've come out.
And that's one thing that Nitty is known for right here. His ability to split the defense, to create quickness, get in between tight spots, and then finish inside.
Lead remains 8. Nitty knocks down the 4.
Take care of your business. Get in and get out. You know what I mean? That's what you want. You want your plan of attack to be that you're going to get this game over and done with so you can move on and get ready for New Orleans.
Killer 3s trying to wrap up a playoff spot. Royce White dunks it home. Lead is 10 now.
One more.
Nitty got his own board. He's a Drew League legend, 2-time MVP. The assist to Josh Powell. He needs to, doesn't he?
He does.
He really does. The Hibachi. He knocks down a 3.
That's one way you get yourself back in the game. A quick hitting play, that time by the enemies.
Lead is 9. Royce White going at Dante Green. Royce White knocks down the free throws. All of a sudden, it's getting closer here.
This is a 7-point game. You know how quickly the lead can change and momentum can shift.
Here's Nitty. Inside, challenged by Gilbert, dunked home by Royce White. And that lead is 5. It was 12, but a quick 7-0 run by the enemies. Here's Dante Green. Banks it home.
Yeah, but good control. You see the tip when the ball came in, and that way Dante Green was able to elude the defender, and right there he wanted the foul called based on what happened to him in the previous play.
Here's Green. The follow's good. Lead is bulged to 9. First team to 50. Win by 2 is victorious. Basically 18 a game. Second and three-pointers made. Harry Jones, shot clock expires. Watson the board. Inside, Steven Jackson, ball fake. Lays it in. So the Killer 3s just 9 points away from victory. And a playoff spot in New Orleans next weekend. Dante Green. Robinson lays that one in. Green.
Great defense defense that time by
good steal
Robinson.
by
He had to
Robinson.
poke it away.
Smith lays it in.
And then he's still fighting and clawing away. That time, Robinson with the activity inside, able to deflect the pass. That's just a tough pass that time by Watson inside. Stacks did pick up the foul, but if you go back to the play, watch the activity inside, anticipation on the high side, and then Robinson able to keep the ball in play, take advantage of the miscue and the turnover.
Steven Jackson backing down Frank Robinson. Turns, knocks down a little jumper. Killer threes, 5 points away from victory and a playoff spot. That jumper's good. Here's Watson. Stolen. Robinson in and out. Here's CJ for three. Yes! Killer threes now, 2 points away from victory and wrapping up a playoff spot.
CJ Watson showing you how to make up for the miscue on the previous play by knocking down that three.
Watson inside, Green lays it in, killer threes, the victory, and they'll be playing in the playoffs.
That's what you call taking care of your business. You come out with a focused game plan. The execution was there offensively and defensively by killer threes from the beginning. I thought Charles Oakley did an excellent job of maneuvering his lineup, different pieces on the chessboard. A very good matchup for this killer three teams, and now they put themselves in the position to be in contention for a playoff berth.
So, killer threes, they're in. Power, they're in. The triplets, they're in.